This week is going to help you start using English on a regular basis, and having a time frame helps you focus on a task and helps you keep yourself accountable. No, you can't become fluent in 7 days, and no, you can't become a perfect English speaker from level 0 in 7 days. Hope that's clear because I don't want to mislead you. However, if you can understand English and you can read English, but you're stuck when speaking, then you can break through this plateau. And 7 days is a minimal time frame for achieving this. They say that to build a habit, you need to do something for 30 days straight. And speaking is basically a habit. So if you want to build a solid habit, you can do what I'm about to suggest that you do for 30 days. It'll be even better. But if these 7 days are going to be like a super intensive training program to help you gain confidence, they will do the trick. Also, to be able to speak, you will need to speak a lot and put in a lot of work. I'm not going to talk about some woo-woo crap like learning English in your sleep. I'm going to give you some real and worthwhile suggestions that really work and that can be applied to truly enhance your speaking abilities, but also the ones that require your full involvement and investment. And I also suggest that you make use of most of these and utilize these 7 days to the fullest. They should be intensive or even extreme. For starters, I'll give you some free suggestions. Exercise number 1. Practice tongue twisters every day, as many as you want, each to the point when your mouth doesn't listen to you anymore. The point of using tongue twisters will be to warm up your face muscles and get ready for speaking. But you can also use just some random sentences for this purpose. All we need is just to warm up. And do this for, let's say, 10 minutes in the morning or before speaking. Exercise number 2, shadowing. Absolutely. You might hate it, but you do need it. Choose your favorite actor or actress, talk show host or movie, or choose 30 seconds of some monologue or dialogue and then shadow. If you want to see an example of shadowing, you can click the link up here. It's like a step-by-step tutorial. The reason I love shadowing so much is not only do you work on your pronunciation and intonation, but also on vocabulary and grammar and sounding more natural in English. Shadow from 10 to 20 minutes. Exercise number 3, answer questions. Just find some common small talk or interview questions online and answer them. You can even find example answers to give you an idea. You don't have to record yourself answering them, but I highly recommend that you do. It's going to show you your weak spots and you'll be able to analyze your performance, notice the most common mistakes you make, and you'll be able to analyze your pronunciation. This exercise might take you approximately 30 minutes, to think of an answer, to answer, and to work on your mistakes. These options are free and the ones you can do on your own. However, as practice shows, people don't really commit to doing free stuff on their own. That's why I want to give you some paid options. Because when people pay money for something, they really commit because they really want to get a bang for their buck and they really put in effort so as not to waste their money. It is what it is. You can try Cambly, Lingoda, or Italki. None of these is sponsored, by the way. These are just my suggestions. On these platforms, you can work one-on-one with a teacher as well as in groups. I personally like one-on-one lessons better because you get a teacher all for yourself and you can tell them about your needs and work on those specific things. Usually such lessons are 1 hour long. You can work with language coaches like Kayla if you don't feel confident when speaking, don't feel authentic, and struggle with the fear of speaking English. I'll leave her socials in the description. There's the InFluency Community on Facebook. They have lots of different daily activities, including recording yourself speaking and speaking clubs. You can participate in speaking clubs. You can find a speaking partner. Here, down below in the comments, ask people. Arrange meetings every day for 1 week. Don't know what to talk about with your partner? I have a video about this, of course. Use apps. I have found a couple of apps specifically to help English learners with speaking, like Elsa, for example. Learn English by conversation, learn to speak English conversation, and speaking English practice. I haven't used them myself though. I have seen ads about Elsa and it seems like a cool app. I am planning on using a bunch of different apps for learning English, and I'll then give you my reviews on them, so stay tuned for that. If you have used any of these, please share your thoughts with us in the comments. There's so much more options you can try these days. You can find apps, online schools, courses, particularly for yourself. Now, I know that it's hard to find one specific program that is going to satisfy your needs, but at least you can try out my suggestions and create your own little program that is going to specifically suit you. If you decide to make it intensive, which you really should, then it's going to look something like this. Tongue twisters for 10 minutes, shadowing for 20 minutes, answering questions for 30 minutes, learning on an app for 20 minutes, having lessons with a teacher or a coach for 1 hour, speaking with your speaking partner for 1 hour, and participating in speaking club for 1 hour. And it's going to take you approximately 4 hours a day. Intensive? Yes, but you'll see an incredible breakthrough in your speaking and English in general. If you don't have that much time, you can try half of that or some of that, or at least something. You know, you can take it or leave it, but I think in this case, you have nothing to lose, only to gain. Also, I suggest that you don't concentrate on grammar during this time, but rather on getting used to using English. But if your main problem is grammar right now, and when you're speaking, you're making a lot of mistakes, then work on grammar with your teacher. Tell them about your needs. Plus, you can find grammar exercises online. And there's one last thing I wanted to mention. Sometimes it takes some time to see and evaluate real results after such intensive trainings, because at the end of the program, you feel exhausted and your brain is tired. But when your brain has calmed down, you can really appreciate the progress you've made. And that's gonna be it for this video. Hope this information is useful for you. Use it, improve yourself. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe if you aren't yet.